Hi, this is JG at Mindful Life Project. I hope this finds you well, healthy in mind, body, and heart. I know these times are so challenging on so many complex levels. I want to offer another practice today, and today's mindful sits can actually be kind of on all 7 main mindful skills. Okay, mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment on purpose without judgment. And in the skill sets that we learn and we teach our young people and educators and all the folks at Mindful Life Project that we serve, we really want to make sure that people understand that being present is not as simple as it seems. So that's the non-judgment part, as well as that each mindful skill can help us in different ways, in different moments, and different experiences. So we're going to go through mindful listening, mindful breathing, body awareness, heartfulness, setting our self-compassion and care, moving on to mindful thinking, with emotions, mindful emotions, and ending with gratitude, right? So the next 8 or 9 minutes, we're going to process through each practice intentionally. When we get distracted is a moment to catch ourselves without any judgment and with compassion, and just gently come back again. The mind will wander, there will be experiences to take us away, and what we do in those moments is with a tender, loving heart, just come back. So find that nice posture that's relaxed, but also dignified, comfortable, but also strong. And let the eyes gently close or soft gaze below you. And let's drop into practice. Maybe find refuge in our own well-being, in our own self. And when we come to the present moment as often as possible. I'll start by focusing us on the sound of the bell. So today's nice, full mindful skill practice. Noticing our feet, noticing our sit bones, noticing our body. Just arriving. Allowing and accepting our experiences to be as they are without needing to change them, without needing to judge them or try to avoid or resist. Let's begin by noticing sounds. So mindful listening practice, letting sounds arrive in our awareness, fade away, and then the next sound coming in. So we'll hear sounds in the room we're in. We'll hear sounds in rooms near us. And then we'll hear sounds maybe of cars or traffic or voices of people in the distance. The birds, maybe an airplane flying overhead. Just notice what sounds are there. And then gently notice if our mind wanders into thinking, which inevitably it will, that you have an opportunity to plant a seed of awareness and come back without any need to judge or have an opinion about it. Just gently, with compassion, come back. So for the next 10 seconds, just try to notice as many sounds as you can. And now we're going to shift the focus of our awareness to our breath. No need to change our breath or have an opinion if it's the right way of breathing or not. Just notice the natural breath. So as you inhale, we know that we're inhaling, and as we exhale, we know we're exhaling. And just bring that curiosity. What's each breath like? What's different? What's the same? How long is the inhale compared to the pause and the exhale? Just bring that kind awareness to the breath. And if we need to bring in the anchor spot, because it's hard to focus on the breath, we can notice the stomach, the rise and fall. Or the chest, the expansion on the inhale, contraction on the exhale. Sounds, thoughts, emotions, they're going to show up. how we meet those distractions with awareness and kindness and non-judgment is the practice of just coming back to the next breath right now. Or simply bring awareness to your nostrils, the cooler air on the inhale and the warmer air on the exhale. And just bring awareness to the breath wherever the anchor is right here, right now. Belly, chest, or nose, just 10 more seconds. Now let the breath go in the background. It's still doing its thing, just like sounds are still there. We're just not bringing that specific awareness to it now. We're just letting it be in the background. And now move to the body. Just notice the feet, the toes, the flats of the feet, the weight, any sensations, tingling, temperature, pressure. Then move to the ankles, inside, outside, right ankle, left ankle. Then scanning slowly but surely up the legs, the shins, tightness, looseness, the calf muscles. Again, just checking into this body without any need to have any judgment about it. Letting this experience be as it is with full acceptance. And as you scan up, you meet your knees and just notice the insides, the back, the front, the outsides of the knees, the angle. And then continuing up the thighs, tight or loose, contracted or easeful. And the hamstrings, tracking all the way till we meet the sit bones. And just notice the full body letting gravity pull it down into the chair, this cushion, or wherever we're at. And then moving up the back, the lower back, noticing if the back is still straight or if it's a little slunched over now. The middle of the back, and just track the ribs all the way around your side body, all the way to the front, and just notice the ribs move with the breath. And then dropping to the belly, we hold a lot of emotions and stress there. We bring a little bit of softness to the breath, to the belly. And moving up to the chest and checking, is it feeling tight or open, contracted or loose? And the shoulders, are the shoulders up towards the ears or floating down to the ground? And again, thoughts, emotions, sensations, lots of different activity can take us away, and then we gently remember to come back without any judgment, a lot of compassion. Move to the neck, the throat, the jaw, relax the jaw, the face, the muscles, around the eyes soft or tightly shut, or the temples relaxed or contracted, and the forehead. And then we're going to move to some heartfulness practice before we go into mindful emotions and mindful thinking. So we have this pretty loud inner critic that's pretty standard for our human beingness. And what we're doing is we're countering it with compassion and care, love towards self and towards others. So the offering is to place the hands on the heart, one hand, two hands, or just wherever you'd like to place the hands. And just sending yourself some compassion and care in the form of some of these sentences we will say in our mind. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be filled with peace. May I be filled with love. May I find deep ease. Just cycle through that one more time and truly bring meaning to those words in your mind. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be filled with peace. May I be filled with love. May I find deep ease. And then maybe pick someone that's close to you or someone you want to send compassion and heartfulness to. or a group of people, or the entire globe, or a community. And cycle through those sentences, but adding the you instead of may I be, may you be, or may all beings, or may my community, whatever it is, and just cycle through those sentences 2 times. And now letting that feeling of blanketing ourselves with compassion and blanketing others with it, let it continue as we move into mindful emotions. So with mindful emotions, we have this really welcoming with compassion and care of whatever emotion arises. A curiosity of what it's here to teach us or be with us. And a naming, so just name emotions as they arise, without needing to judge them or have an opinion, right? That if it's an anxious feeling or a sad feeling or a happy feeling, joy, that we meet them the same way. There is not a right emotion or wrong emotion. It's just our human experience. So just name the emotions that are arising and see how they're flowing, right? Are they coming and going quickly? Is there an emotion that's a little bit longer with us? And again, just noticing, not being the emotion, just watching the emotion as it's there. Just name the emotions as they come and as they go. Maybe there's a sense of not having a strong emotion either way. That's okay too. It's all just perfectly okay. And as we move now from mindful emotions to mindful thinking, thoughts connect to emotions, emotions connect to thoughts. So maybe you just had some thoughts, some recurring thoughts, some patterns of thoughts. Just noticing where the mind is, right? Is it wandering into the future? Is it present? Is it going to thoughts about the past? Just tracking our thoughts. Again, just watching them, like you watch a river flow with leaves and branches and twigs and birds or whatever, fish, whatever it might be, that you just watch them go by. You don't need to go follow them and track them and decide if they're good or bad or why am this happening again. Just notice the thoughts, let them go and come in their natural pace. And now we're going to close the practice, the 7th mindful skill of this practice today, with some gratitude. So in your mind, just naming or noting some things you're grateful for. Gratitude is a huge practice, just like mindfulness rewires our brain and changes the architecture. Gratitude and is just the other part of this practice, right? Gratitude, compassion, mindfulness, they all interweave. So name 10, 15 things you're grateful for in this moment right here, right now. And then I'll be ringing the bell as you continue doing some more grateful practice, some gratitude practice. What are we grateful for? When I ring the bell, just stay with the sound all the way till it's one little tiny sound at the point of the end of this practice, and just stay with it as long as you can. And wiggling your toes, your fingers, just allowing yourself to maybe sense the colors and shapes and patterns around you. This practice seems so simple, right? Being in the present moment. As we know, it's not, especially in these times where there's so much overwhelm, both internally and externally. So investing in your well-being is just so important. I can't reiterate that enough. Joining me in doing this practice is an investment that I hope is very well worth it for you. and I wish you so much wellness, mind, body, and heart. Thank you.